In this meditation, we are going to be making a self-care plan for you that is customized to the things that you need. We're also going to be focusing on how you can fulfill those things that you need, and then also how you can have a general feeling of, man, I feel fulfilled right now. And we're going to be doing it by starting with a body scan. A body scan is just a simple way of taking an inventory of your physicality. Let's start from the head. I want you to sit up straight or stand up straight, depending on wherever you are. And imagine that you have a cord that's going from the tip of your head upward and holding you up straight. I want you to really imagine what that feels like. The idea that you're being held up straight from the very tip of your head. Now I want you to work your way down to your eyes. How do they feel right now? If they're open, are your lids heavy? Do they feel tired? Can you feel your eyelashes? Are you blinking a lot? Just think about how it feels to have your eyes where they are. As you're breathing in, are you breathing through your nose or are you breathing through your mouth? Let's bring the breath to the nose just for now. Inhale deeply through the nose, and I want you to feel the air going through your nose, down into your lungs, and expanding there. And then as you breathe out, I want you to feel that air reversing its course, moving back up through the lungs, to the nose, and then out. Is the air around you cool in your nose? Is it warm? Does it feel dry, or is it humid? Take an inventory of the sounds around you right now. Besides my voice, what else are you hearing? Is there a busy sidewalk out outside? Or is it relatively quiet where you are? Move to your mouth. I want you to repeat the same breath exercise that we just did, but this time breathing through your mouth. Take a big breath in. I want you to feel the air in your lungs as it expands. And then when you're breathing out, I want you to really focus on how it feels to breathe out of your mouth. Now I want you to move to your shoulders. Are they hunched over? Are they far back? Do they feel heavy and tired? Or do they feel relaxed and loose? There's no wrong answer. You just want to check in and see how you're doing and how they feel. Next, I want you to move to your chest. Do you feel your heart beating? Or maybe you don't feel it right now. If you feel it beating right now, is your heart rate fast? Is it pounding? And if you don't feel it, what can you feel about the physicality of your chest? Do you feel your chest expanding with each breath? Does your stomach move in and out while you're breathing? If you're hungry, is your stomach making grumbling noises? Let's move down to our lower half. If you happen to be sitting, we'll focus on where we're connected with the chair or seat or wherever you're sitting. And if you're standing, we'll focus on your feet. Do you feel the ground lifting you up right now? One thing that I don't really think about frequently is the fact that we are always being supported by something. And we have this relationship where You are pushing downward, and whatever is supporting you is always pushing you upwards, which can be kind of comforting sometimes and somewhat poetic, to know that something is always supporting you at all times, physically. And if you really need to ground yourself, you can focus on that relationship of you pushing down and it pushing you back up. Let's reverse our course, going back from wherever we're connected with the ground, going back to our chest. Really focus on your breath this time around and how you feel it goes in and out. Does your entire upper body move with that motion? Or maybe you breathe pretty contained to your stomach or lungs. Move back up to the face. What do you feel about your expression right now? Is it calm? Do you feel yourself smiling? Are you pretty neutral-faced? Are you frowning? Are your eyebrows wrinkled? Is your nose twitching? Try to take account of the way that your face feels, rather than thinking about the way it looks. Then lastly, move back up to the head, reminding ourselves of sitting up straight or standing up straight from the very tip of our head. And that is your body scan. Now we're moving forward to how did that feel? This is how we're going to create our little self-care plan. If you found yourself feeling very tense or a lot of pain in the body, that might mean that we need to treat ourselves, treat our body, focus on making sure we heal our physical selves. And if you have chronic pain, then it might mean we might need to seek out some resources to help with that. If you're relaxed and loose, think about whether that mirrors your mental state right now. Maybe if you are stressed and your body is loose, maybe you just don't manifest stress in your body. And that's something that's good to know. And if you're relaxed, then that's great. If you're feeling mentally strained and your body's also very tense, it could also mean that there's a physical way that you're manifesting stress. And that can be something you tap into as input for when you need to spend some time relaxing and doing fun things or de-stressing from mental stress. With those things in mind, I want you to reflect for a little bit about your body scan, your mental state, and what you could need as a result of those two things. Keep in mind that whatever you need can be small. We're taking a small step towards getting to know our body and our mind and the way that we manifest our mental health in our bodies. And then to finish out this meditation, I want you to think of one thing this week that you can do that you find very fulfilling, regardless of whether your body is really harboring a lot of stress or pain, or maybe it's loose and relaxed. We all deserve something that makes us feel like we're supposed to be here, something fun and exciting that we like to do. I call these things fulfilling things. I want you to think of one thing you can do that's fulfilling, that you're definitely going to do this week and you're going to carve out the time to do. Thank you so much for joining me on this self-care based meditation. I hope that wherever you are, that this was somewhat helpful to you, and know that I'm on your side. Thank you for joining me.